Today we visit the Dutchess County Fairgrounds Outdoor Show. First time since the pandemic. It's been canceled. 2023. They had everything here from log cutting challenges, these dog retrieval, yowzer, look at him in the air, to lots of vendors, great food, trout fishing, bass casting, and a lot of stuff if you take this walk with us. Watch these dogs. Incredible. Like I said, our dog won't even bring back our socks. Wow. Wish that dog could take that and toss it out and see if the owner would go for it, bring it back. Now that would be something worth judging.
Alright, that's Finity's first jump.
And here we are going through the vendors booths. Now again, it's 10:20 in the morning. They're not all there, but there was lots of knives. If you ever plan an attack, lots of backpacks and camping gear. Vendors were selling everything from land. There's a pickle guy there. There, that guy on the right selling air guns. Now remember, they were just setting up. I like to get there early before the crowds show up, and the crowds did show up. And this guy selling, giving out free samples of this moonshine. That was interesting. To leave the fairgrounds at a higher octane than you came in. The tire guy giving out stuff. There were lots of armed forces recruitment guys there. I mean, you could have joined the military, the Air Force, the National Service, the campground police, park police. We could have even worked at a jail as one of those officers. They were all signing up people. Major job. Years ago, you couldn't get one of those jobs. Now, they're begging you. They need people. Look at this neat camouflage duck blind. I could put that in my yard and hide from my wife. How long do you think it'd take for her to find me? Man-child outdoors. I didn't even want to guess what that was about. Now look at this. There was a guy selling these little plush bunnies and pigs. I'm sure some manly man wants to buy that so he could take him camping. Or a picture of a trout hanging on a wall. Remind you of the fish you didn't catch. Oh, I love this. This was like, reminded me when I was a kid, I used to go to the Museum of Natural History in New York City. I used to love to look at the stuffed animals. But now, moved up here to Ulster County, it's like I'm living in a forest preserve. They're all in my backyard. Grrr yourself. Hardy har. This is what my backyard looks like every night. I got like 30 deer outside, possums in the road, skunks walking around the house. And I'm not talking just about my relatives. They were selling beef jerky and exotic kielbasa with cheese inside. There were jams and all sorts of novelties to make you rip out your credit card. There was a food court, but around 10:30 there was nobody there. 2 hours later it was packed, but it was kind of overpriced. Sausage sandwiches, $14.75. Yeah, nothing was below $10. When did French fries come gold-plated? There's the Greek gyro place. Lemonade. If you didn't know, squeezing a lemon in a glass of water could be Same price as high octane fuel. Hey, you want to eat? No, I'm stuffed. Thank you. Bad joke, I know. Couldn't help myself. This is masterful taxidermy work. And here's the reptile guy. Look at this. He had all sorts of things that I really didn't want to go too close to. Did you know turtles laid eggs? Can anyone say mumbo? Anybody want to pet the little stinky? He'll just licky lick you. Licky lick, 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 lick. Those are turtle eggs. Tortoise nest. Okay, tortoise is different than turtles. And these are caged animals. I guess they were bad at one point in their lives, so they were incarcerated. Either that or they were abandoned, but who abandons a tortoise that size? And look, they put him in a cage with a rabbit. Tortoise, rabbit. I wonder if they allowed you to pet them. Not when I was there. Yeah. Okay, here's a great experience of teaching kids to catch trout. And these trout are just like when the hatchery truck arrives at the stream, they'll bite anything. So I guess they're teaching these kids how to catch stock trout. This was the first time I ever fished in horse trout. The main event, here it comes. Get ready for it. Men of Steel, the Lumberjacks, and Ladies of Steel. Look at those guys. I'll let you listen to the commentator.
Timers ready. Athletes ready. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, here we go. All of our athletes getting to the front side of these standing blocks. Tyler, big chips on the front side of his one. Look at Savvy though. Savvy throwing the drivers in. Savvy around first onto the back side. Tyler can find some pace. Richard Jordan joining the party on the back side.
Concentrate and
Scooter kind of skated
go
down.
through one of
That
those
cut a little
thick
bit.
logs.
Holy Tyler White on stand two. Great cut for Tyler. Did most of the
these
work
guys
on the
are
front
faster
side of the
than a
block.
chainsaw. Look at that.
Got it to come off really quick in the back.
Freaking
Followed that up by
incredible.
Savvy and Richard Jordan. We'll stick with Scooter Koger here on position 3. And there it is. Give him a big round of applause, folks.
The crowd goes berserk.
3, 2, 1, go!
And here are the ladies. Look at them with their two-person saw. Look at, they didn't barely started and they went through it. Now those aren't the saws you could buy at Home Depot. Those saws cost like $5,000. Razor sharp.
All right, here we go.
They wear out fast too. Now look at these single-handed guys with the saw. I wonder if they'll come by my house and do some labor. Look how fast. Trout, the crowd again goes wild.
Jason McCadden sucking the nose of that saw and using every single tooth on that saw on position 3. As well as Piazza with some take on position number 2. Chamberlain overcoming so much adversity on position 1. He will take the heat. Followed by Piazza. And Mr. McCadden. Give them all a big round of applause.
A winner.
Please ready. 3, 2, 1, go!
There's a big guy there, in the blue was the monitor, or MC, or judge, or stand-up comic.
turn, going through shielded snap, going distance that saw, going to be Tyler White, taking the heat on position 1. Bob ready. 3, 2, 1.
Now this looks extremely dangerous. Swinging one of those razor-sharp axes between your legs at that log. And one slip, you take off your leg or your foot. And you gotta go at different angles to, I mean, that is dangerous. Wouldn't want to get one of these ladies mad. I ask you not to hit me.
This feels good. She's almost to the middle of that 9-inch underhand log on position 1 already. You see Emily, she's like, oh yeah, I should have probably done the underhand in college. Look at me go on the backside already. With Spring DeFranco and Kim Sikorsky. Keep cheering them on, folks. They can hear you up here. Looks like all these ladies getting close. Go for the driving blows.
Look at them go.
But there it is, Spring DeFranco.
And of course it's the Italian girl who gets the job done in record time.
Chopping away.
Hey, paisan.
Between Kimmy and Emily still.
The other two are still going at it.
If you had told me this was only Emily's second underhand ever, I'd call you a liar. She looks really good down there.
It's not easy. One mistake and you're out of competition for the rest of your life.
That thing off, I can hear it. You're breaking. I was trying to wrench it off a little bit.
This is interesting. This guy in the distance is throwing a huge sharp axe at a bullseye. I don't know how many feet, 20, 30 feet away. Watch this. This guy's incredible. Bullseye! This guy's competed in several events. He's just massive strength and endurance for a little slim guy. Whammo! He does it again.
It's close, but he's giving the nod.
Judge comes over to see if he's in the bullseye. Judge's arm goes up. Yes, it is. By a hair. Can he do it 3 times in a row?
Second throw for Chamberlain.
Lining up. No bullseye, but 3 points. Good try. Oh, he's got a 4th try.
But now he's going to have to focus to catch O'Connell.
And here's the big guy. Look at this guy. This guy gets a bullseye. But he's built like a tree. A big oak tree.
Alright, second throw for points for the big man.
Probably nicknamed Paul Bunyan or something. Boom!
Oh, it's close. It's close. Only a 3.
Just amazing feats of strength. Here he goes again. Now just imagine how much they have to practice to get even at this level of consistency and how dangerous it is. Back to the dogs. The flying dogs, here they go. And here we are at the speaker's room, or speaker's tent, with the reptile guy. He was telling us that rattlesnakes are afraid of us and they're threatened by us. And
They get the name gopher snake because they share.
They won't attack unless you step on one or sneak up on one. Hey, Mr. Rattlesnake, I didn't mean to come by so fast here in the woods, but could you take your fangs out of my leg? Let me die in peace here. Oh, now he's showing the hugging snake, the one that squeezes you to death. What a wonderful gift for Christmas. He's from Florida, and all these animals are, the Everglades are full of exotic animals that shouldn't be there now. He's got a baby alligator telling us that this animal in a few years will grow to 500 pounds and eventually eat him. And I guess his brother-in-law will take over the act. Oh, look, one of the judges went flying. It was the one thing that broke the crowd up. Oh, here's the chainsaw competition. I had to get way back for this because they were ear-shattering. They were just like Honda engines on overload. And this guy was funny. He was the Bass Pro. And he's casting. This guy's supposed to be one of the best bass fishermen in the world. He's selling these $10 lures over at a table behind this thing. And he's casting these lures and telling us how good they are and all the different varieties of fish, from crappies, perch, bass, pike, catfish, are totally ignoring the lure in the water. Now, who is going to go over that table and says, I want some of those miracle lures? Can you give me 6 for $50? I see how those fish are so interested. They couldn't be more bored out of their mind. I'll stick with worms for the present. We're getting near the end of this journey. I'm sure because of the pandemic they lost a lot of vendors. A lot of interesting acts that just couldn't survive the financial drought. But they did pretty good putting this together. And it was $12 if you did it online the day before. I think it was $15 the day of the show, plus ticket charges. Well, that's the end of this video. Just put this together for a couple of my friends who just couldn't make it that day. They had something very important to do. Probably not as important as this guy. But take care. Until next time.